Hi guys, welcome back to my readings. This is Raisa here. I trust you guys have had a wonderful week and are gearing up for the up and coming week. Today we're going to take a peek at the energies that may affect us from the 16th on through the 23rd. Also remember, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. It's also a reading that's self-help. So this can go on into the future, or it's energies that have been affecting you for a very long time and may continue to do so until you do some changes that usually the tarot or the accompanying oracles will give you some type of an advice as to how to overcome some of your own fears or shortcomings, or get you on the right path. If you guys would like a private reading with me, please contact me via my email at risashealingarts11@gmail.com. There's usually either a link, or down below I'll write it so that you can contact me if you wish to either communicate with me about an issue or would like a reading. Alright, without further ado, let's get to this week's healing cards or help from above, which is one of the first cards that we have on the table. The messages from the divine energy is trying to help us unleash our creativity, because ultimately we would be happier if that is what we would do on a daily basis or a 9 to 5, the things that we enjoy doing, and try to avoid harsh energies, harsh situations, harsh relationships, so that they don't bring us down, so that we try to raise our vibrations, raise our energy levels. And by being creative, or by doing activities or things that we enjoy doing, is one way to do that, to raise your vibrations, to be happier when you get up in the morning, to be happier when you go to bed at night, knowing that you've accomplished something, that you've done something either with your hands or via the internet, or with some tools that you like to work with, and you have accomplished something that was of either great value to you, to someone else, or to humanity, to the race as a whole. It depends on, each one of us has a different creativity, a different life calling, life path, something that we should be doing and should have always done. And usually it stems from your childhood, when you were innocent, at a time when you dreamt these things, when you did them natural, something that came natural to you. You're going to be helped from above as well. We need to invoke divinity, your guardian angels, your guides, so that they help you get on the right track, so that you unleash your creativity. Some people, or sometimes we become very fearful that it's not enough, that it's not going to work, that we're just not good enough at what we do, that, well, if we don't take the chance, we'll never know. Plus, there's usually a lot of classes or videos that you can learn from, classes online, classes in college, classes that private people do in certain places. It depends on what your creative talents are, and if you want to tweak them or make them better, or become a professional at it, then you need to learn more about it. And there's always ways, there's always teachers, there's always people that you could meet. That's another card on the table. Meerkat. You know how when you see a meerkat, or you see them on TV, whatever, there's usually one little head pops up and then like 10 little heads pop up after that, because they work in groups. They're very social animals. So get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. This also helps with your creativity, with your creative talents. If it's cooking, then join a group that does baking or that teaches classes. You know, there's certain groups out there that will match the way that you like to express your creative talents, and that's what you're being asked to do. Join groups. And I think this is not the first week that we've had these cards come up, so it's an ongoing energy. It's because of fear that they keep coming up, because you haven't yet done it. You haven't taken that step to join creative groups that are like-minded, to invoke help from above, to make the changes that you need to make in your life. The next card that came up is the blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgments or disapproval from others. Sometimes we have family members or we have relationships that say, what, you crazy? What do you want to do? What? I don't think so. No, that's not going to bring in the money. That's not going to help pay the bills. That's not going to be something positive for you to do. You're being asked to stand up for yourself, stand tall, stand proud, whatever it is that you like doing, your own talents, make time for them. And I'm not saying quit your job and then go do this. I'm saying work your way slowly to perhaps a full-time job or an entrepreneurship where you have your own business. You don't have to work for someone else. You don't have to do 2 jobs, do just one. But for now, maybe you can split your time up, do a full-time job or a part-time job, and then work on your dream. Work on your talents so that you can eventually turn it into an all-day affair, what you do for a living, without anyone's input, not listening to what others say, not listening to the naysayers, because sometimes they will stop you from doing your life's dream, and then they go ahead and do it. Then you'll watch them do what you should have been doing, a long time ago. And then it's hilarious the way that the universe will show you things, so that you learn from your mistakes and learn from following your own intuition, following your own guidance. Your intuition is there for a reason. It also holds memories from past lives, past events, things that you did in other lifetimes, things that you already studied, things that are talents that you were born with, and you need to remember them. You need to know that they're there for a reason. You need to listen to your own intuitive guidance if it's telling you to start something, to go somewhere, just making changes that you're not accustomed to making. It's probably time that you start doing it, because we can have visions of other events, visions of other lifetimes, visions of things that we want to create in our lives. Why not? And by using our intuition, it will help us achieve some of those visions. By joining groups, it will help you learn about your talents or help you create those visions that you have for yourself or for others. Okay, there are new beginnings on the table, and I do believe this card came out either last week or at some point recently, because I remember having seen this card already, and it was probably last week. It's showing us that there's initiation, there's new beginnings, but we need to take that first step. We need to get out there. We need to get out of our own darkness, of our own fears, like the lotus that pops out of the dirtiest waters, but it's the most beautiful flower, and it has many petals, representing many lives, many times that you've tried the same thing, or many talents that you possess, that you need to figure out which one that you like the most, perhaps, and then go for it. There's a moon up here. So it tells me that by the next moon, by the next full moon, you will be releasing some situations in your life so that you can move forward. And you will be joining other groups or learning certain talents that you have, learning how to make them more doable so that you can do them on an everyday basis. You need to polish your skill, in other words. Skills. 8 of Trees. We have skills that we have not tapped into. They're dormant. But they can create new beginnings, a whole new life for you if you learn to use them in a positive way. If you learn to polish them to where, yes, they can be very lucrative, or in some way open up new pathways for you so that you don't do things that are not resonating with you on an everyday basis. If it's not resonating with you and you know it, it's time to move away from it, because there are signs out there that you'll receive. If it's something that you're doing that you are not happy doing, you need to change. At some point you need to start moving away from it, or somehow make it better, whatever it is you're doing, to where you're happier at it. But this new beginning, this new initiation that you're going to have into your own talents or into things that you really enjoy doing in life is going to bring the sun. It brought the sun card, which tells me that it's a very warm, emotional time in your life where where you need to move forward. And by using some of your creativity, some of your own God-given talents, it would be the one that would bring you the most happiness in the end, most emotional satisfaction and security. But you have to believe in yourself. Next group. By this fall, it's time to start releasing things that no longer serve you, that no longer make you happy, that you know, whether it's a relationship, a job, a place where you live, whatever it is, for everyone is different. By autumn, you will be releasing some of these situations that no longer serve a purpose in your life, a positive purpose. Again, it's showing that by the full moon, there is a completion of something. That's something that you let go of that no longer makes you happy. And you need to change, even if it's just a state of mind, a fear of something that you need to release so that you can move forward in the things that you do like. For some, you have to spend time alone, some solitude, no sound at all, just being alone, so that these ideas, so the thoughts can come into your mind, that the things that you need to start doing and of the things you need to let go of. This tree stands alone, but there's a light that shines on it, and there's roots that are very deeply ingrained. So some of these fears, some of these limitations are very deeply ingrained from childhood, from people that you depended on or you believed in that told you that that was not good for you to do or not a good career to follow, whatever it is. Some of you that listen to my channel are young enough to start again, to go to college, to follow your dream. For those of you that are older like myself, there's still hope. I'm not saying follow a whole career, but your talents, your creative talents are something that you can explore that can make you happy by doing them part-time or doing them on the weekends, where you can bring you some happiness, even if it's a short-term period. But by being alone, you can spend time contemplating on these ideas or perhaps meditating so that the visions reach you, come to you, the signs that are being given to you from above. There's help that's being given to us. We just need to follow the signs. For others, spending time alone is over. It's time to end it. It's time to complete that cycle of being alone. There's a completion of that. So perhaps there's new people that are going to be coming into your life now. So you won't feel so alone. So you won't feel like you're the only one that has to push forward. Maybe you'll have some support, a nice support group that can help you with your talents or moving forward or releasing some of the fears or some of the negativity around you, whether it's people or whatever energy that's around you that you know is not very positive. And becoming innocent again, like you did when you were a child. Following some of those dreams that you had a long, long time ago that you have set down, or talents that were already obvious when you were a child. It's time to revive them, to bring them back from the dead where they have been for a very long time. Here with the tarot, we have that card. We have the Judgment card. So Judgment card is looking back at things where perhaps we have judged ourselves too harshly or others have judged us too harshly. But it's a revival. It's a revival of past incidents or past either desires or relationships. Or in our case, what we are listening to today would be the talents, revival of a talent, a revival of a pathway, of something that we did before, didn't work out, and we can try it again. Sometimes things don't work out the first time you try them. But then you keep trying, and eventually the door opens. We just give up. At the first time we try something and someone says, oh, that's not good enough, or wow, you didn't succeed, or nothing came of it, you need to try again. There is an era that's ending, a cycle that's ending for us of betrayal. Betrayal from others, betrayal from ourselves, our own thoughts, our own decisions that we have made. This card. Right. Some of those decisions have truly stabbed us in the back. because they were not our life path. They were not anything that we needed to be doing. We didn't need to do it, but other people egged us on, pushed us forward, said, yes, this is what you need to do. And it wasn't. And after a while, we have realized that, well, that was definitely not the right path, that there's been some type of a betrayal or some type of a theft or some type of someone taking something from you that should not have been taken. But it's time now that you revive that notion back into your life, that you team up with others, that you start planting those seeds so that eventually they start coming back to you again as something viable that you can actually do with your life or change a new pathway. Start thinking of what those options could be. How many options could actually open up for you if you look for them, if you look within yourself and start thinking of the things that you would like to do with your life. Where would you be happier if you were there tomorrow? Start envisioning those places or those situations or with those people. Maybe it's just a relationship that would make you happier. Envision that. Have those type of visions. And then surround them by a golden light or a silver light, whatever color you prefer, to hold that thought in the universe. Send it to the divine. See a little rope that tethers it to divine energy, sending it upward. That vision, that thought, that dream. Start dreaming so that you can achieve those dreams in the future. Plant the seed now so that eventually it becomes your reality. Because we do co-create with the divine, and you need to know that. It is a fact. But if you wake up every morning thinking a negative thought or hating where you're going, then that's exactly what you're going to get every single day, because that is what you co-create with the universe. And you have to change your thoughts. You have to change your paths. You have to plant the seeds of the things that you want to be doing so that eventually they happen. This is also a card of travel. So if you're dreaming of traveling or wanting to travel somewhere, well, plant those seeds, because the very next card is travel. It's of going to a place where it's a lot more peaceful in your mind and your thoughts, perhaps even in your day-to-day. You still have your thoughts with you, or some of the swords that are with you. Their thoughts, their challenges. There's still a lot of challenging energy that moves along with you, but you are moving forward. Metaphorically, spiritually, physically, whatever it is, you are going to be moving forward because you don't want to give up. You don't want to give up on your dreams. You don't want to give up on the things that you love in life. Why should you? Really. Here's another card of 0. It's potential that has yet to be formed, that has yet to be manifest into the reality of your everyday. The Fool, the 0. Pure spirit, pure inspiration and motion that has yet to manifest. Yes, there are pitfalls. Yes, everything isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. But it may make you happier if you just move forward, just make a decision to change, to do something different with your life, something that you truly love to do. And the Fool says, yes, I'm going, and I really don't need a whole lot of stuff to go with me. I need to travel light, but I need to be happy. Your conscience goes with you, so it helps protect you. Some of you have a pet that will be there with you. Your pet will support you, give you love. But you want to proceed forward. And you're going to, because whether you want to or not, sometimes the universe steps in and just shuts everything down. And a new pathway opens up, and there you go. Inspiration and manifest. Which promises some stability, for some even a marriage, a relationship that becomes manifest, something that you've wished for or have desired. Finally you meet someone new. Because you took the steps that you were being asked to take in order to manifest your dream. You went to places of like-minded people. You started new projects or new inspiration, new classes, whatever it is. For everyone is different. And it brings about that stability that you want, that celebration. This is a card of marriages, of celebrating, of laying down solid foundations for a commitment, whether it's a job, a relationship, a marriage, a home, It's the first realization of your dreams. And being happy about it, because finally you stepped out, you stepped forward to what you want. And you're showing a lot of strength, a lot of commitment, a lot of stability with this new move forward. You're keeping your emotions under control, under check. The lion is sleeping because you're stroking it with love, with tenderness. That's one sure way to move forward. Not being forceful, but just by showing your gentleness, your love that you have for your dream, for the things that you want to manifest, for your family, for the people that you love. Being gentle and tender and keeping that animalistic instinct under control. No bullying, no jumping to conclusions. Not moving forward too quickly, just taking baby steps and doing it very gently for yourself and for those involved. It brings about a certain stability, a certain power to your own domain, to your own life, which you definitely need at this moment in your life. For some of you, it's a home, a relationship. This could represent someone that's a fire sign, an Aries, or just a fire sign. It could be Sagittarius or Leo, but mostly it's an Aries sign that this card represents. But it represents a lot of power, a lot of stability, being your own boss, being someone that's very stable in what they're doing, being able to create stability from this move forward in your life. And again, for some, it's a relationship, a very stable, very committed relationship that brings about a lot of emotional satisfaction. So whatever it is for each of us, if we just take that step forward and we know that we have the universe behind us, there is help from above. If we follow the signs, listen to our intuition, we will have some type of stability that comes about emotionally, physically, mentally. But we need to follow through with the signs. Here's emotional stability for some. A marriage, a home, family life. Very stable, very, very committed. And very satisfying for some. Because this is the Six of Wands. A very, very triumphant card. Being held in high esteem by some people and some groups. Perhaps you move very quickly in your group. You go up, whatever it is, you join your group and then you show your talents, and all of a sudden everybody, likes something that you're doing, that you're open, that you're tender, that you're showing yourself, even though it may hurt at some point. While you're going up the ladder, you have to show your vulnerability. You have to show your emotions. You have to open up to other people. All kinds of people. But some of them are going to like you a lot, and you're going to feel very triumphant that you actually did it, that you actually took that step forward. Because it's made you happy in very many ways. You didn't hold back. Forgiveness comes in very handy as well. Forgiving yourself for the times that you have betrayed yourself, or for those that have betrayed you. Because it happens. And you know what? You also have to be thankful for those. Because those are the people that are set in place in your life during a certain period of time to show you a different way. If they don't betray you, or if they don't hurt you to a certain extent, you don't look the other way. You just continue blindly going down a path that really doesn't serve you. So you need to be thankful for those that do hurt you, because that way it shows you who you can trust, and it shows you how you can trust yourself, your own intuition, how you should listen to it every time, because it's usually not wrong. But by listening to other people, by wanting to please everyone else, you hurt yourself. But it's never too late to turn around and forgive yourself and those that hurt you, because they are the ones that are there to help you. We need to look at everything from a different perspective. It helps the movement forward. It helps you not be stagnant anymore. And that's what those people do. So you should always thank them, whether physically or in a prayer. Because as you move forward, there is a mystery. There is a mystery. You follow that path, that intuitive notion that you have, and it may be a little dark at first, but then you start to see the light. Because it is a mystery that you're following. You don't know how it's going to end. It's like the Fool card. It's a 0. But eventually, it leads you down the right path, because see how the light shines there? How the light's shining here? How the light is shining on the Fool. For finally listening to their intuition, even though they don't know where they're going or how they're going to get there or what it's going to do for them in the future. But you already know. It's something good. And by being very gentle and diplomatic as you move forward, you're going to achieve your dreams. You just need to believe in yourself, one way or the other. Let's see what the beginning of our week's going to be like, folks. This is all separate. All right. No, here it is. We have the sun again. So the beginning of our week is going to be very inspirational. We're going to feel like a child again. Something is going to happen, either messages that arrive or just you following your own intuition, making your plans, being very happy and upbeat. In the middle of the week, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, someone very nurturing, maybe in good news comes from your mother, or for someone that you respect that's very nurturing and tender as they move forward in life. They listen to their intuition. So the sun shines on those that follow their intuitive calling, their intuition. They have their cup, not knowing what's inside, but knowing that it will open at the right time, just by following intuitive guidance. Abundance. These are great cards. 2 major arcana cards and 1 court card. So our week is going to be very, if I look at these cards, it's going to be a very good week, okay, as we move forward, because we're finally starting to listen to our intuitive guidance, which is going to lead us to very happy places and very abundant places, because we believed in ourselves. So it's all about believing in ourselves and being happy, raising that vibration in order to achieve these states of mind and states of being, which are not impossible, but they are for those of you that think negatively and that don't believe in yourself, or that don't believe you can achieve your dreams. You have to at least try. You tried once, it didn't work, try again. And keep trying and keep knocking on the door until it opens, because we're being told that we need to. Maybe we didn't knock on the right talent, on the right door, in the right direction, but we try again and we're in a different place now. So this may be better to bring about that abundance of money, abundance of love, abundance of whatever it is we want to manifest in our lives. We can, because the Empress is very abundant and she is a queen. She's a queen mother. So this is the earth giving you back the things that you've done for it. The sun is shining down on the beautiful things that you've done in life. It's time for rewards to come into your life, but you need to listen to your intuition. You need to be very gentle as you move forward, very intuitive, and help those around you as much as you can as you move forward. Try not to do it in any hurtful way or hurting anyone, but just follow your own guidance. For some of you, this could be a person that comes into your life that's very intuitive, like yourself. Again, a like-minded person that helps you achieve triumph. Someone that has already achieved a certain position in life that you want to follow, that you want to emulate. Or this could represent yourself. Having achieved the things that you wanted through your intuition, through listening. You're raising your cup. You're saying, wow, I am sitting pretty now because I listened to my intuition. I followed it. My emotions are in check. And I follow my emotional life, my intuitive life. And finally, it's brought the sun and a lot of abundance in areas that I needed it to. Resting time is over. Your swords are hung up and they're dry now. Don't worry about this 3 of Swords. The pain from the past. Release it. Release it to the ether. Hold your sword of truth. Your truth. Your desires. The things you want, and get up. Get up and go do the things that you want to do with your life. You have your guides that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to move forward. They can't do it on their own. They're waiting for you to do it. It helps bring a little balance into your life if you do that. All right, guys, let's do the interactive part of the reading. And we'll be done. As always, A, B, or C. Sweet victory. Being very industrious. The bees work very, very hard. I'm not saying you're going to like magically manifest everything that you want in your life. You're going to have to work hard, bust your ass. But if you do, you're going to get exactly what you desire. And I don't mind busting my ass when I'm really happy about what I'm doing. And keeping the naysayers at bay. There will be omens, there will be messages that come to us. So keep moving forward. Just take the first step. Once you take the first step, the message will appear. Like magic, like they do for the next step. It's just taking the initial step, the hard one, and then once you do that, you'll hear somebody say something, or you'll get invited to something else. Release any toxic energies, toxic situations around you, which is what hurts you really. It's safe for you to see energy love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions, because you're going to get them. Third eye chakra, it's time to work on that. Listen to some videos that help you clear it, that help you open it up. Some people may be indigos that you're moving towards, that you're going to be meeting. They're very special and they're very sensitive, so keep that in mind. They're natural born leaders, so they will help you as you move forward. Okay. Ready? For those of you that chose A, the lake, you're being asked to go towards water. Spend some time in water. Spend some time in stillness. They're not saying the ocean. The ocean is always moving, but a lake or a pond or somewhere where there's just maybe a pool. And just sit there and meditate. Go somewhere where there's a lot of nature, trees, so you can look around and take it in and breathe in that beautifulness, the colors, the gentleness, the stillness of the water, of the trees, of the animals that will be there. And raise your vibrations that way. You can inhale it. It's like prana. It's time to release a lot of the emotional baggage that you have been carrying around. It's time to free yourself. Leap. Take that leap of faith. Move forward. Cleanse yourself of things that are negative. Emotional baggage. Releasing. Cleaning house. Let go of things that you no longer need in your life. That's just clutter. It clutters up your thoughts. It clutters up your energy. And you need to release that so you can move forward. Ascended masters. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over you and guiding you. So at this time, you're being guided by the divine, by divine energy. More than one ascended master. Think of the ones that you love, the people that have been here before you, or just angel spirits, whatever it is. Think of it, because they're guiding you. They're trying to send you messages. Spend some time in stillness so that you can achieve that. And get rid of clutter and things that no longer serve a purpose in your life. For those of you that chose B, again, the lotus, unfoldment, the unfoldment of your talents, of your life, of the things that you've been trying to achieve, of cycles in your life as you move forward. Don't try to stop it as it naturally happens, because it's time for these things to start occurring in your life. Changes, big changes. Start moving forward towards them. And don't close yourself off to any opportunities. There could be someone around you that is very loyal to you, or you have a pet that's very loyal and sincere towards you. Loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. For some of you, it's a pet. For some of you, it's a person that's very loyal to you, that's going to show you a lot of loyalty. For some of you, your pet is going to pass away, or your pet has already passed away. It's time to get a new one if you need it, because that soul will be in the new pet. And they're already telling you. It's unconditional. I unconditionally love you. Whether I pass away or not, whether I'm here, just love me. I love you back. If I pass away, get another pet, because I will be in that pet as well. My soul will live again. For some of you, it's a person that's going to be with you, that's going to show you a lot of unconditional love and be very sincere and be very devoted to you. Maybe there's an animal in the spirit world already that's already sending you little thoughts or visions, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They may be showing you something in dreams. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity. It is a gift to all of us. You're very sensitive. There are certain people, certain energies that hurt you. Stay away from that type of person. Stay away from those situations. Get away from those situations, because you're very sensitive. And it can rub off on you in a very negative way. People, situations, places. Stay away from places like that and people like that. And get a pet, so that you're always surrounded by their unconditional love, gentleness. And seek people that are like you. They're out there. Don't stay isolated. Breach. When a whale breaches, it comes out of the water and it comes splashing down. So you're being asked to do something incredible in your life. And just break. Break with what you're doing. You don't have to say goodbye. You don't have to say excuse me. You don't have to say, hey, I'm going to go. It's time for me to go. Just leave. Breach. Break through the messages that are coming in. Break through the walls that you have put up. Break them down. And come out with a bang, with a splash, with a huge splash. You have been holding something very big back. It's time to let it out. It's time to show the world who you truly are and what you can truly bring to humanity. Maybe some of you are oceanographers or want to be oceanographers. You should do it. If you're young enough, go for it, because this is a card that says you should break through the barriers that are holding you back. Nothing can hold you back if you follow your divine guidance. Physical health, grounding foundations. You need to worry about your health. You need to focus on that for a little bit and ground yourself so that you can break through the limitations that are on you at this time. They could be your health. You need to get outdoors and ground yourself more into reality. Ground yourself into what's really going on in your life, what's really needs to be taken care of in your health, so that you can break through the things that have held you back. Your foundations may not be very stable, so you need to work on that as well. Be careful. Use crystals to help you focus. Manifestation power. It's time to manifest. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. It's time to meditate. It's time to pray. It's time to light candles. Time to focus that energy and manifest the things that you truly want to manifest in your life. You have the power to do so, plus you have angels behind you that are willing to help. But you need to focus that energy. You need to buckle down and start manifesting what you want in your life. Focusing yourself. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I love you, and I will talk to you again next week, God willing. And please listen to the guidance. Please follow it. I will try to do the same as well. Bye for now.